Hello, I'm Doug, and this is the Taste and Sensibility channel. And today on Chilies and Peppers number 4, we're looking at Anaheim peppers, which are these sometimes large green things. And they smell a little peppery, chili-ish. We will cut into this, give it a taste. I've got it in salsa, I've got a roasted one, I've got the roasted one in salsa. So we'll go through all these things. Before we get started, let me remind you to like this video, leave comments and questions, share it with friends and random people. And subscribe to the channel and click that bell to get notified when the new videos come out. So I'm wearing my capsaicin shirt today with the capsaicin molecule because this is the first chili or pepper that's really got any heat. So we haven't tasted this stuff before, but it's in here. These are probably the most common chili I can find around here in grocery stores after jalapenos and the bell peppers. So these are real common around here, and there's just piles and piles of them in lots of grocery stores. So I'm gonna, I don't know, set one aside and just work with one on this plate. And they are big and green, waxy, thick skin. A little bit of a green bell pepper type smell to it. I'm going to start in the middle. And what we have here shows very little in the way of seeds or ribs. But I think I want to mention the book. Mark Miller's book, the great chili book, mentions these, and he gives them he's got a 1 to 10 heat scale, and he calls these 2 to 3. And banana peppers 2 to 3. He's just, got a small range. Some of them are hotter, some of them are not so hot. And I've got a link down below for this book so you can look at it. It is a great reference for many, many fresh chilies and many, many dried chilies. So we'll be talking about that a little more later. On the Scoville scale, this pepper is way down here at the bottom. Anaheim, 500 to 2500, so quite a range. A little bit of capsaicin to a bit more capsaicin, so something that might tickle your taste buds, and then some that might start burning. So I'm just gonna dig in with a little slice. Oh man, this is the 500, and this is very little heat. And very juicy, crunchy, green, herbaceous, like a bell pepper. Okay. I'm going to cut up closer to the seed pod and get some rib material here. And see if it's hotter up here. Darn it. Ah. Found it. It's in the ribs. So let me do this experiment. Here's a big chunk of rib. So I like the green herbaceous notes. It's better than some bell peppers as far as getting that green punch. It's fresh. It's lots of things that you want in a green bell pepper. Okay. Whoa. Found it. So this explains why the other day when I got some peppers home, I just cut off the little tip down here and ate it. I went, wow, it's supposed to have something. So the farther you are down towards the tip, the less heat you're likely to run into because the ribs don't really extend that far. And people have been saying, and I've been slow at hearing it, that the heat is in the ribs. And now I've got some good demonstrations that that is the case. So I am liking what I'm tasting here, and it lets you adjust the heat level for different palates or different preferences in your family or something if you're cooking different things. So I'm saying just green and fresh. you get a piece of rib, that's where the heat is. Let's make it a little smaller. There we go. Oh yeah, found it. So it's the lightest level of heat I think we're going to find in our peppers here in this series, but it's definitely there. I'm going to do a little palate cleanse and try the salsa that I made. This is my base salsa that I make for all these chilies that I'm intending to try. With some canned fire roasted tomatoes, a red onion that I roasted, a white onion that I roasted, and garlic that I roasted. So I took about 300 grams of that whole mixture that had already been chopped up, mixed, and added 80 grams of this kind of pepper. And well, it was pretty much just the top cut off, and the whole rest of the thing went in. If I was going to remove something, I would remove stuff down at the bottom that wouldn't add heat. So I got 80 and 300, so 380 grams. 80 of it is this stuff. Sweet. A lot of sweetness from the tomatoes. I can taste the freshness of the green pepper. It's very pleasant. It's very light. It's kind of fruity from the tomatoes and the green things in there. So I can see all the green chunks in there. But it is not bringing a lot of heat to this salsa. It is fresh tasting. It's not, I'm not getting much heat. I can tell this Anaheim chili is in there. I can tell from the green notes. Okay, there's a little bit of heat just on the back of my throat. Pops up at the end. It is not strong, and it wouldn't be the main attraction in this salsa. This would be pretty boring to most people. So I get the idea. There's a lot of flavor. There's not a lot of heat necessarily. Some might be hotter than these for sure. But you can get big ones that would be stuffable. So you could put meat mixtures, rice mixtures, cheese mixtures, or who knows what, vegetables, other chilies. Go crazy, do something. And use these things in your cooking. They're good. Now I'm trying to clear my spot here and move on to this roasted pepper, which I did on my grill. Maybe this is a good time to show you how it works. Okay, just doing a little knife maintenance before I start cutting or scraping. Actually, is how I'll start. So I just need a little section that's clean, so I can taste some of the center actually. So once these roasted peppers cool off some, skin comes off pretty easily. It's easy to get rid of this dark, burnt, bitter stuff. A lot of people rinse it in running water, and a lot of people say, don't do that. So I'm just taking the peeled side. Okay, this peel's coming off. So I got a few bites here. So let's go for the roasted Anaheim chili. Oh wow. sweet, green, savory, buttery, rich. Umami notes are there. Some things changed it considerably. Oh, and I got some heat from that rib. Rib wasn't very big, and the heat wasn't very big. No, but it's in there. Oh, I don't like this. This is good. If you're going to stuff these peppers with some stuff, roast it first. That'll give a lot of your guests some extra flavors they're not used to. So, oop. And now on to the roasted salsa, roasted chili salsa. So let's find a chip fragment and stick it in here. Again, this was 300 grams of the base salsa with 80 grams of the roasted pepper thrown in. Preferentially from the stem end. It's not spicy, but it is sweet. It is fresh tasting. I think I get some of the buttery notes from the roasted pepper. Yeah, the roasted nuts are louder on that bite. Oh, see my spill? Okay. So I did not put in enough to get it spicy. Even at 80 grams out of 380. But it is tasty. These are wonderful peppers. And they're useful in all sorts of cooking. But I didn't cook anything other than salsa. So I hope that gives you an idea of how mild and friendly these Anaheim peppers are. Some of them might be a little bit hotter than this, but it's still not very scary. 2 to 3 on this Mark Miller scale. These are 2s, those are 3s. So you're going to get something a little more fiery next time. So come back for that, and cheers.